I like to share the best of both worlds, meaning black and white. As you see, I'm predominantly black. So I went on YouTube to find out, how can I be the best of both worlds? YouTube has everything, right? It'll help me out. So when I looked it up, it said best of both worlds, it pulled up Michael Jackson. I said, okay, I can work with that. The instruction says, go take a bleach bath. I did that. That was a one-way ticket to the ER. Won't do that shit again. So tell me why short women like tall guys. I don't get it. They like to look up to them. I was dating this short chick, and I'm sorry. She had stilettos in her closet. I was like, you really want to be tall. She had step ladders. You really want to be tall. She even had the claw grabber to reach stuff. I said, okay, I got you. She has little step stools and everything. So I said, okay, you like climbing stuff, I see. I said, how about you climb on this?
Woo, yeah.
She got down there and said, nope, it's too short. I said, damn. Okay, you got short jokes now, huh? Yeah, not funny. So, everybody's into dating these days. You can't be alone, right? Everybody's looking for somebody. So, personally, I don't like coffee shops, but I was walking by and I saw this hottie in the coffee shop. I had to go talk to her. I said, yo, what's up? Can I get your number? She's like, yeah, cool. Text me, call me, we can chop it up, we can get to know each other. Cool. We talked for a couple weeks. I texted her, I called her. I said, you know what? I'm a little shy, but it's time to ask you out. So at that point, she's like, cool. Yeah, let's go out on an official date. I said, why do you want to go out with me anyway? She said, because you're the type of guy that's articulate and you don't curse. You don't have to curse in your text. You know, you ain't slang like that. I said, cool. So we went on our first date, chopping it up. Waiter came out, ordered our food on the snap. This chick pulled her hair off. I said, damn! Where'd that come from? You didn't look like that when I met you. And then she popped her leg off. I said, shit! Did you just do that? She said, wait, but there's more. Popped her titty. I said, fuck that shit, I'm out of here. Here's the ticket. You never know what you're gonna get these days, right? People look like they look online until you meet them in person. So I'm not asking you to say, hey, I look good for my age, but most people come up to me and say, hey, you look good for your age. I said, you know what? I should. I'm 25 years old. No, I'm just jiving with you. I'm not 25. I'm actually 35. She said, you still look good for your age. I said, I'm jiving with you. I'm not 35. Actually, in November, I will be 50.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
That's when y'all supposed to fucking clap! Thank you. And then, that's when I ended up back on YouTube, watching stuff, and because of YouTube and my age, I'm watching my favorite ad, and the erectile dysfunctional video starts playing. I said, it's your fault. That's what happens when you turn 50. Still black don't crack. Thanks to my brother. So here's one more relational. So me and my girl's about to go out, right? And I said, baby, I'm gonna go fix the car. I like craftsmanship. All right, she said, cool. You go ahead, you look like a doll, you go ahead and get yourself together. All right? So I come in from finishing, working on the car, right? Go straight to the bathroom. Grab the first thing I see was a pad of some sort. Grab it, wipe my face with it. I was sweating. She gets ready to go. I'm out the door. It's like, where we need to go? She said, we need to go to the store, right? We need to go get some toilet paper, some makeup, and some other little toiletries. I said, cool. So as we driving, right, I'm like, making these faces, and she's looking at me. Making these faces. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. Like. So we going in the aisle, right? Just walking. She getting what she need. Still making these faces. Wondering what's going on. Okay. As we close this up, so we get back in the car. She asked me, why you keep making these faces? I said, my face smell like shit. She said, that's because you used a rag that I used to wipe my ass with. I said, why don't you tell me that's why we was going to the store? Thanks, my name is Antwan Booker.